Hey Booktube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you are new to me, this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So that's why you're here, because that's what's going to be happening. If you're not new to me, thank you for tuning in and the continued support. Really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have what is sort of like a tag video, but it's not a tag video. I've just been seeing a lot of the booktubers that I like to watch and follow. They've been doing this, so I've decided to jump on the bandwagon. And since I am fairly new to the romance booktube community, I mean, I'm new in general, but I'm really, really new to the romance booktube community. I thought this would be a perfect video for me to do for you guys, especially some of my new subscribers, to kind of get an idea of what I'm about, what I like. And that is the this or that romance tag. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and we're going to figure out which I like better, this or that, in regards to romance. All right, so I've got 20-something questions over here, and I will link them. I will have them in the down box below as well. So if you guys want to participate in this, you're more than welcome. You'll be able to see the questions down below. But yeah, we'll just get started. They're right over here, so if you see me looking over here, that's the reason why. So cliffhangers or HEA? Wow. Well, we're just starting off hardcore on this one. Damn. Well, I do like myself a good series. So cliffhangers work well for that, but there is something to say for a nice standalone, happily ever after, all nice and succinct, little brown paper package tied up with string. It really depends on the story. If I feel like there is more to this story and I don't get a cliffhanger, I get a happy ending, I feel kind of pissed. But at the same time, I've read cliffhanger books that don't fucking need it at all. So it really depends on the story and what the author is intention for the characters. If I feel that in the first book she's intending to carry this story further, that this is just a moment and there's still more, then yeah, I want some cliffhangers. But if I feel like she's fleshed the relationship out enough, then yeah, give me my happily ever after and let's move the fuck on. So it's a toss-up of the book. So I'm starting off strong with a definitive yes or no or this and that. That's fucking great. If I had to choose one or the other, I think I would probably go with cliffhanger, just because I would get more books. So hands tied behind my back, gun to my head, cliffhanger. But truthfully, I can take either, or just depends on the book. Hardcover or paperback? Wow. Sure. Okay. I like hardcover for their display purposes, for their longevity, for the feel of them. They just look fucking nice. But paperbacks are so much nicer to carry around. They're more convenient and they are a hell of a lot nicer to my wallet. So I'm gonna have to go with paperback on this one. I'm gonna have to go on paperback, and specifically the nice big floppy paperbacks. Like they have a nice flop. I've got my Diana Gabaldon one right here. Yeah, that. I like that sound. So floppy paperbacks. Angsty or cutesy? You know, I like sappy, I like cutesy, I like when it just makes you get all the feel goods and everything, but I feel like I have more to say when there's angst involved, so I'm gonna go with angsty on this one. I'm gonna go with that, angsty, because I feel like I think more about it, I have more to say about it, I get more involved in the story. Cutesy just seems very, you know, just very still on top of the waters. There's really no depth to it, but angsty, there's just layers and layers and layers of stuff, and I like digging. So I'm gonna go with angsty. Emotional or rom-com? Oh, I love being turned on and laughing at the same time. I think that's fantastic. It's a great fucking combo, but I don't normally get that with rom-coms. I actually get that with emotional because I have a very dark sense of humor. So I'm gonna go with emotional on that because I can get the traditional rom-com feeling in an emotional, and I also don't mind crying. So I like to feel the feels. Bring it on. Booktok or Bookstagram? Between those two, Bookstagram, but I prefer Booktube because I get more out of Booktube than I do Bookstagram or Booktok. Booktok, I get some really funny reels, but I feel like Booktok's more geared towards you've already read the book, so they're more like inside jokes. And Bookstagram, I get a lot of really pretty covers, and I see titles that are catchy, which furthers me to go research it either on Booktube or Goodreads. So I'm gonna go with, between those two, Bookstagram, but I prefer Booktube. People or object covers? It depends on the genre of the book. That is a genre of the book type of category. Object covers, obviously, for like fantasy, because fucking stunning. Historical fiction / fantasy, fucking stunning. Like, I love all of these, but you give me a half-naked man on a cover, I'm still gonna fucking appreciate that. So, that's art to me. I have zero problem with people on my covers as long as they're tastefully, artistically done. I don't just like random people on my covers. I like them to be, the picture to be like artistically done. So like the black and white with the fades, with the grit. I like it more like a portrait style person on the cover, not just a random, snapshot. If that makes any sense. All right, new release or backlist? I'm probably more of a backlist person. I don't get in on the new releases as much as I probably should, and it's something I need to work on so I can be a better resource for you guys to know what's kind of coming out there. But I do like a backlist. I like going, I'm a history major at heart. I like what's already written down in the past, and I like seeing the growth as they go. When I read Desperate Measures, I saw a bunch of Katie Roberts' books, and I wanted to read Desperate Measures first because according to Goodreads, that was one of her first books. So I was like, that's where I want to start. I want to grow with the author. I don't want to see her at her best and then like go back and be like, well, that fucking sucks. Because that's usually what I feel like when you read the newer stuff first. I feel like you need to know where they've been to understand how fantastic they are now. So definitely backlist for me. But I should be more up on the new releases, which is something I need to work on. TBR or free-for-all? I'm a total TBR chick. I can do free-for-all, but not very often. I tend to, if I don't have a specific list of books that I need to read or pick from, then I either A, won't read, or B, I will sit there and just mull over decision. So for my TBRs, I've kind of worked out that my Audibles tend to be kind of a free-for-all. I know I've been including some of my Audibles in my TBRs in the past couple months because they're backlogged on my Audible list, so I want to get some of my back ones read or listened to. But in the beginning, I was just kind of free-for-all with my Audibles, whatever just sounded good at the time. But physical TBR works best for me. Open door or fade to black? Are you fucking serious? That's a dumb question. There's not a lot of dumb questions out there. Open fucking door. I want to see it. Give it to me. Give me the P in the V every fucking day of the week because that shit's hot as hell. Yes. Give it to me. I love it. I love it. But, side note, if the fade to black is done well, like it was done in Hall and the Soulless by Denali Day, it can be good too. It can be good too. But if I have to choose, I want the hot, sexy, I want the super sexy fun times. I want it. I want to see it. I want to know it. I want to hear it. I want to feel it. I want to experience it. I want to put myself in place of the characters. Yes, that's what I want. P in the V every fucking day of the week. Open that door. Open the fucking windows. Scream it high to the heavens. I want to hear it. Let's go for it. Yes. Audiobooks or ebooks / paperback? I am starting to fall in love with audiobooks way more than I ever have before. So I'm going to say paperback, ebooks, physical books over audiobooks right now. But there is something to be said for an audiobook with a well-done narrator, because I have found that a narrator really can make or break the success of a book for you. I've experienced a few books where the book really wasn't horrible, but the narrator was awful, and I'm not going to listen to that narrator again, and but I still kind of want to continue with the series to see if it's the book or it was just the narration. But I've also had books where the narrator just fucking made the book. It was just fantastic. I can't think of ever reading the book without hearing those voices in my head. So I'm going to say more physical paperback books just because that's what I have more experience with. But audiobooks is definitely giving it a run for its money, for sure. Kindle or nah. I just got a Kindle. So right now I'm going to say nah, because I have not used my Kindle yet. So that's my answer now, but it possibly could change down the road. Buddy read or fly solo? Okay, so I like buddy reading. I like being part of read-alongs, like the SJM read-along. I love this. I love the fact that there's so many people out there in the world that are reading the same book I am, and we're all gonna get together and talk about it. I love my book clubs, that we are reading the same book and then we get together and talk about it. What I don't like is being told I'm supposed to read 100 pages and then we're gonna sit there and talk about that 100 pages. But I can't go on. Pick the book, let me read it at my own pace, in my own way, and then have a set designated date. So buddy read, but a buddy read where I get to fly solo when we meet up once a month. That works for me. Small town or dark romance? Ooh. I'm gonna go with dark romance just because I like the dark. I was born in it. I love it, but there is something to say for a small town romance. But small town romances can be dark too. Like, Until Friday Night, there was some seriously dark elements in this book. I mean, there was a murder off page, there was death of a family, there was some misogyny, like, there could be some darkness in some small town romance. So I'm gonna go with dark romance, hands down. New adult or adult? Adult. Adult gives me what I want. New adult tends to tease me a lot. And don't get me wrong, I love to be teased. Love it. But I want gratification afterwards, and new adult doesn't do that. Adult will tease me and then give me what I want. They might make me work for what I want, but I'm gonna get what I want. New adult just says, hey, I'm gonna give you this little tease and then be like, and I'm done. Use your imagination. I don't wanna fucking use my imagination. I want you to tell me what the fuck you did to her, okay? I wanna know, I wanna feel it, I wanna hear it, I wanna see it, I wanna have all the sexy fun times. Adult. Standalone or series? Series. I rather read a series than a standalone. Although standalones are great, I just prefer series because I like the whole picture, especially if it's a world that I'm really, really enjoying and having a good time with, and the author's done it well. Give me a series any day. Sprint read or marathon read a series? Okay, I think what's intended for this is sprint read is you read like one book in the series at a time, but you break it up, and then marathon read is when you read the entire series back to back. That's what I'm assuming that is meaning, and that's what I'm going to be going off of. I would love to sit and marathon a series. I have done that, but what I tend to do more is sprint read. I want to marathon, but I tend to sprint read more, so I'm going to go with sprint read. Alpha or sweetheart hero? Oh my fucking God, are you serious? Give me the alpha. Give him to me mean, make him dark, make him aggressive, make him in your face. make him cocky, make him so obsessive that no one can look at her. And then by the end of the book, he's the biggest fucking teddy bear you'll ever meet in your entire life. That's the alpha that I want. Yeah. Alpha all the way, baby. All the fucking way. Multiple books or one book at a time. I am starting to become more of a multiple book person. I tend to have a physical book reading and an audible book at all times. Before, I used to be only one book at a time. I couldn't really I could process it, but it felt so much like school, having multiple textbooks going at the same time. So I was like, but now I'm starting to become more adept with dealing multiple books at a time, or like if it's like the novella series, the Throne of Glass, Assassin's Blade series, which they're all little mini novellas, having those peppered in at the same time. So something like that. But yeah, multiple books. Baddie or Damsel in Distress. I want fucking Baddie. Are you kidding me? I want some badass chicks. They can still be damsels in distress. They still can be. They're just damsels in distress in a different way, and they get themselves out of it. And then the guy's like, I'm gonna go kill this extra guy that you can see. Like, I like some badass women. I do. I thoroughly enjoy it. But I like my badass women to have that damsel side, if that makes any sense. I want them to be in your face, you know, fuck you, I can handle this on my own, but behind closed doors with their alpha, they are that damsel, and that's what I want. I think that's great. That combo is perfect. Slow burn or Instalove? Slow burn. Slow burn. But not so slow that it drives me up a fucking wall. I don't like snail pace burn. I don't like sloth pace burn. I don't like super, super slow. But at the same time, I don't like looking at somebody and saying, oh my God, I'm in love with you. Because that's not insta-love to me, that's insta-lust. And I do understand in standalones, you get more insta-love. You get insta-lust and insta-love. So I prefer the slow burn, just because when I get that resolution, I'm just like, yes, I fucking earned this. I earned this. And it just makes me feel good about myself. Because I stuck with it. Yeah. And the last one, matte or glossy. I like matte. I like mattes. They photograph better. They don't show fingerprints. And honestly, I just like, I mean, here, I got an example right here. So we have a matte book and we have a glossy book. Anybody see the problem with this? I have to constantly adjust this so you can read the title of the book, because if I hold it a certain way, can't see shit. This one, haha, you can read it all day long except for my sale Sunday. So for purposes of booktube, I definitely like matte books better. Purpose of aesthetics, I like matte books. They don't tend to show fingerprints, but glossy tends to not show dirt, while matte books show dirt. Once you get a matte book dirty, which pisses me off, it's really hard to get it clean. Glossy, you can get it clean a little bit easier. So, but matte more than glossy. So that's what I got for you guys today. That was the this or that. Hopefully that gave you a little bit more insight into me and my choices about books, at least in romance books. And if you'd like to do this, the questions will be in the down box below. So feel free to jump in and let me know, tag me in so I can go and watch your video and I can get to know more about you. So till then, till tomorrow, till whenever, I will see you guys. Oh my fucking God. I will see you guys all soon with another video. Have a good day, guys. Bye.